I look forward to seeing how he plays as well.
Oh yeah, no, this is going to be super, super fun. Do you know if Quantization has any specific heroes or a role that they're looking to excel in here?
I know he's usually a tank main, but I know he isn't afraid to mix it up here, and it seems like he is doing just that.
Yes. Manamame is a tank extraordinaire. He does go a little heavy-handed on the tanking, but that can be a good thing sometimes. And I know H2O also definitely is a very, very intelligent player, specifically on the support role. But we're not going to be seeing Manamame on a tank role. We're going to be seeing him on Soldier. So let's see how this goes.
Yeah, they're starting off with two entirely different team comps here, and I guess we'll see how it works out for both sides, with one being more diving and the other aiming for more of a death ball double shield kind of.
Monkey Sig. Okay, there we go. So we're getting into the action. We've got the Reinhardt swinging hard on the C. Ronaldo here, and he's going into that monkey really, really hard. They're rotating left side of the pillar. They're trying to get. Oh, there's the first two picks by Edix and C. Ronaldo on the Reinhardt going ham. The monkey and the McCree are both down. Yeah, this is just kind of total domination of the dog walkers onto the cat herders. I guess you could say I'm a dog person today, but we'll see how this turns out.
Personally, I'm more of a cat person, but honestly, both are really amazing pets, so I'm kind of rooting for both just by mascot.
So we've got the cat herders rotating around the left side, and they TP'd to point with the sim. They got the TP on the top window there, and they do take over the point. Oh, a big anti-nade onto the Orisa. The Orisa is going down while the Coalescence is popped on the side of Teddy. He's trying to focus hard on that backline, but then a huge shatter comes in. Reinhardt duel going on right now, but not going to last very long. See Ronaldo escorting and proclaiming his dominance there on the Reinhardt.
Yeah, I'll say they're really doing a great job on picking out targets and focusing them down here on the side of the dog walkers.
We do have a very sneaky Sombra going around the left side while the rest of the team is following slowly, but that Pharah is just pelting into them from Edix. We're going to see how this plays out. He's a little bit low. We do have ult coming up with Barrage coming up on that Pharah, while the side, the blue team doesn't really have much going on in terms of ult advantage. That Barrage is now ready with the Lucio down on the blue side. This is not going to look good. Barrage does get a pick. Oh, but Edix gets themselves killed. Oh, that is not good.
As a Pharah player, I find that very unfortunate, but hey, at least he traded.
Ryan goes for a massive charge into the corner, gets stuffed in there, but does end up succeeding, taking out the Ashe there, pushing the blue team back. And this is not looking too great for those cat herders right now.
Well, I guess the dogs currently just have more bite. We'll see if the cats can pull out their claws in time to get this point.
The number of punts here is going to be insane, but Mr. Crit coming out with a huge pick onto the Pharah. No Pharah on the dog walker side. Mr. Crit's got a really, really good spot behind these boulders here, but is it going to be enough to bring them the point back? We see Sigma going around the left side. Oh, but a huge EMP, 5-person EMP gets C. Ronaldo with a... C. Ronaldo dies with his ult, and H2O gets a huge Sigma ult there, getting out the BAP and the Reinhardt.
I'm sure the cats are just purring at their victory right now, but we're gonna have to watch out for this D.Va ult on these. Oh, actually, they switched over to Winston.
There we go. H2O does get a nice pick onto that Hanzo there before he was able to escape, getting a nice stagger there. We have the lamp used on the side of the dog walkers. They're kind of trying to decide if they go right or left here, but Monkey's just going to go straight forward. He's just going to jump across that ledge and try to get onto the point, get a distraction going. It's going to be a monkey versus monkey battle on the point right now. While Baptiste is helping out the catwalker's monkey on the dog walker side is just kind of trying to bide his time, make sure he doesn't die, gets out on time. Lamp is used on the dog walker side. Monkey on the dog walker side is super low, born to do stuff, not really holding up there. He's super low. But Mr. Crit does get taken down by Teddy, the Lucio. Big play for the Lucio. Although those massive rockets coming out from Sacred End on the Pharah are not going to help the dog walkers here. Dog walkers really trying hard to push into that point, but they got to fight on that point to make it happen. There is a Blizzard thrown on the side of the dog walkers. Fimi Jargo is really trying to pull this back, make it happen. Trying to just get that one fight win so they can tick 100%. Will it happen? There's 2 down currently on the the cat herder side, and they are being pushed out.
Yeah, so if they can keep the Zarya though, that could really help them build up this grab that they need to win the fight, especially if
The
they
ball
can.
on the point. This might be a huge. Oh my gosh, that ult was completely wasted on the side of Sacred End. Sacred End's ult just gets totally canceled. Dogwalker stayed work, and there's a Torbjorn on the field. I repeat, Torbjorn on the field. Fimi Jargo is dead, but he may be able to get back the point. And no, that will be a close win by the Dogwalkers.
Turns out all you need is a Torb to win.
Honestly, I think that's it. That's the key to victory.
Truly.
There's some big plays. I was really impressed by Edicts there on the Pharah. That was a really solid play style that they're bringing out. Not too aggressive, but not too defensive.
Yeah.
Who are you looking out for in this next round?
Personally, Mr. Crit on the Widow was a huge play, but it looks like we have him on tank, so I'm going to watch out for the Genji play from Quantization here.
We do have Torbjorn from Sacred End on the cat herder side. I really want to see Torb make some intense, huge plays here, but H2O also on his main role with the Baptiste. I want to see if he can keep his team alive and make sure that Torb does what he needs to do, secures the kill feed picks.
Well, they're going to have to manage those ults very wisely to get back the advantage that the dog walkers have.
We have Ball going in, trying to get them off the side of the point on the Catwalker side. Torbjorn on both sides, I just realized, is set up. And Dogwalkers are getting some huge picks here. Born to Do Stuff going ham on that monkey. 2 picks already.
Oh, it seems they're both running Torbjorn for this fight, and it's really doing them some favors against the tank lineup.
Dogwalkers does take that point. Edicts on the Ashe just going ham, putting in a lot of work, while we have the mana meme support floating around on the walls. I don't know where he's going or what he's doing, but we'll see how this plays out.
I expect some Battle Mercy.
Oh yeah, we better see that. Cat Herder's herding up Pit Pat on the Orisa, trying to get some really great halts in. They're about to move in with the Orisa Sig. Great tank combo to be blessed to have in this game mode. Or to do stuff though, taking out the Brig. Brig is down as well as their Tracer. They're pushing it on the right side of this point all together. Both tanks still alive. Yaxim getting some picks as the Junkrat though. The Monkey is invading their backline, crushing their squishies with Quantization going down on the Moira. Point is still held by Dogwalkers. Yeah, they're just cleaning up here. They're getting all those final picks. Hanzo is kind of stuck in that top left room there. Yeah, he goes down. He goes down right quick by Ronaldo there.
And we seem to have 2 tank swaps on this side of Cat Herders, so we're going to have to see if that can earn them a nice advantage, or if it'll be the ult economy on Dogwalkers that will give the
I don't know if it's fair to call them swaps, but yes, tanks did change, whether they like it or not. We have them all kind of stacked up on this high ground on the cat herder side, but they're pushing in. Moira going aggressive on the point, trying to 1v1 this Winston, which I think we all know is never going to work out. But we do still have Fimi Jargo with his Torbjorn ult ready to go, as well as Monkey ult ready to go. And there's the Torbjorn ult, that Molten Core going all over the place, demeching that D.Va. They're going ham on H2O on the Zarya there. This is not looking good for the cat herders. They need to touch point now, or else they're really not going to have anything left. I don't think they're going to have time to touch. They have Sombra rushing onto the point, but caught out by the Monkey. I think this is it for the Catwalkers, or Cat Herders, excuse me. I swear to God, coaches, you need to pick easier names to say. But the Dogwalkers come out with the W here. What are you thinking right now, Elegant Excalibur? What would you like to see here?
I'm thinking that the Dogwalkers just definitely got better with the RNG in their favor. The Catwalkers had a good chance for a while.
That's what we call cats and dogs now. It's just cats versus dogs.
Yeah,
Your professions are no longer relevant.
Well, I'm gonna have to say that in the end, the Dogwalkers did a good job at keeping themselves alive and keeping the good hero picks.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the Dogwalkers. I know we had some people on roles, but most people were off their main role, yet they still managed to play with a really good cohesion, played around each other well. I did really admire the effort on the cat side. They were playing really close together on that second round. They were close to having some good pushes into the point, but just a couple people were kind of straggling, doing their own thing. I think that was what kind of did them in there, but We'll see if they can turn it around on this this next map here. It looks
Yeah.
like we might be going into no limit game mode. So new map, new game mode, hand in hand. I'm really excited for No Limits. There is some ridiculous shenanigans that can happen here. The next game mode after this is what I'm really excited for. It's going to be Goats after No Limits, hopefully,
Oh,
which means we'll see some silliness in No Limits that isn't just restricted to Goats. I know often we do see Goats ran pretty exclusively in No Limits, but what are you kind of predicting in terms of compositions in this No Limits roster here?
honestly, I agree that Ghost is very likely to show up here, but we could also potentially see a triple DPS comp here if anyone's really competent at Hammond on either side.
Honestly, triple DPS with Hammond, that could work really, really well here. I would be looking forward to seeing some pharmacy action along with some really, really protective kind of bunker play with a pharmacy. But other than that, like just put an Orisa with a ball, a Moira, a BAP, and then pharmacy. You've got a really, really tough bunker to break with massive damaging coming in from pharmacy.
Yes, I definitely agree on that. But if it's played against Mr. Crit, they can swap him over to his Widow, because as he's shown in the last map, if you put him on Widow, that bar is going to die.
Yeah. And it looks like we're going to be going into Volskaya Industries for our No Limits round here. I'm really, really excited for this map. This is a pretty iconic map in Overwatch history, and there's so many different ways you could take this. You could use sim teleports. You could do bunker strat on defense first point. There's just a lot of different ways that this map can be played, especially when you're in a No Limits game mode. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see some really interesting comps and a lot of fun gameplay from both sides.
Shout out to the sportsmanship on the side of the cat herders as well. They have two different cat icons, but they're using them in perfect tandem interchangeably. The dog walkers tried their best with the Year of the Dog player icon, but Teddy is over there with his Year of the Rooster icon, mismatching everyone. Got a lot of Pop Lots energy going here, but it is actually the Year of the Rat, if I recall correctly. I'm not sure if anyone here knows that, but yeah, maybe next year they'll do a rat themed name, or next season rather.
Yeah, personally, I was born in the year of the dog, so I guess technically I should be rooting for a team dog, but cats too.
I'm more of a cat person, but honestly, it's kind of hard not to love the dogs right now.
Yeah.
They are kind of crushing it, but No Limits can change a lot here. We have some players who are allowed to excel on the roles that they're at, and they just have that perfect synergy that they kind of can come up with on the fly. I think it's going to be a totally different ball game in this map.
Yeah, especially because you don't have to fight against the power of RNG.
In about 13 seconds, we're going to see what type of compositions we're going to be rolling out with. I have no idea if people are going to adhere to 2-2-2, if they're going to stack mega tanks. They could go 6 Mercies. Who knows? It's No Limits. There are no limits.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh,
what are we seeing
speaking
on
of hamster,
the cat herder side? What are we seeing here?
we seem to have the power of stall dive, a meta that was only seen in the power of season 1.
Okay, so on the dog side, we have 2 pharmacies and 2 Hammonds. On the cat side, we're gonna have 2 monkeys, 2 tracers, and 2 Lucios. This is gonna be an absolutely nutty match. Oh, this is technically 2-2-2. You're right. We're technically following 2-2-2 here. With these very, very iconic compositions, who do you think's going to come out on top here?
Personally, like, as even though they have the power of stall on the side of the dog walkers or cat herders, we're gonna also have the burst damage from a boosted pharmacy, and I'm going to have to put in the favor of the pharmacies there.
Yeah, I think the pharmacy is going to be strong against these monkeys. Looks like the cats are kind of hiding into that right room right now on point, while the 2 balls take turns touching point here. We do have the first ball slam down. They're going hard on one of the monkeys there. Looks like they're targeting Quantum, now into Sacred End. Still kind of a lot of back and forth here. The Pharah just raining down hellfire from the skies onto this point here. Neither Pharah has died yet. No deaths on the field. This is ridiculous. There's no one dying here. Edix is going a little bit low on the ball. There we go. Fimi Jargo with the first kill on the quantization as the monkey. They have 1 monkey left, 1 Lucio left on the side of the cats. H2O going down as Lucio. There we go. A Mind on the field. coming in from Manameme. Manameme trying his hardest to get that Tracer in that right room, but Mr. Crit does get the kill on the Manameme, but it is rezzed up by Born to Do Stuff. Fimi Jargo getting the kill on Mr. Crit as punishment, but Pit Pat with his Tracer ult on the Born to Do Stuff. But both the Pharahs on the side of the dogs are going ham, getting everything they need to do done on their to-do list to take this point.
You gotta love the power of damage boost against heroes that usually can regenerate. Oh, and looks like we're getting some hero swaps on the side of
some ridiculous swaps here. We've got 3 Baptistes, 2 Orisas, and a Bastion. So we got Pit Pat on the Bastion here. He is their key to victory here. Absolutely going to need to do work here, but he is already getting slammed on by 2 balls. Sacred End and H2O getting the kills they need, though. Edicts goes down on the ball from Pit Pat, the Bastion. This is going to be a losing battle for the Dogwalkers here.
It seems that they could maybe get a win on this comp for the Dogwalkers if they use the barrages right, but it's going to take a lot of coordination.
Sneaking around the back as ball, trying to get a really, really sneaky pick in here. He's dropping in. Oh, but doesn't get anything. But he does push the blue team back into their straights, but does get punished for it, unfortunately. Two Baptiste lamps set onto the field. With 3 Baptistes, I feel like you could just rotate them over and over.
You could, potentially. It's just a matter of communication, I'd say.
Yeah, these balls are just going crazy, trying to farm that back line. Really, really get in, create distractions so that their Pharahs can do work. We still see the same team comp from the dogs here. Trying to put pressure in from the top behind this Bastion. And there's the first barrage coming in from Teddy. Doesn't get anything out of it, though. Oh, double windows in for that Bastion to shoot through. Trying to just pick off those Pharahs. And he does get Teddy. Yaks him. 3 different Bastions actually do end up taking down Teddy. This is ridiculous to catch, but then Fimi Jargo comes in with a massive barrage, getting 3 kills, the Bastion, and then 2 of the Baptistes. We did have a big slam in coming in from Edicts. He still has his mines ready. Valk is popped from Born to Do Stuff. Looks like this is the cleanup here from the dogs. They are really, really trying hard to get to this tick. They got the first tick, but then Mr. Crit on the Lucio is able to stall for a second. They haven't touched yet, though. Pit Pat immediately goes down from Edict's massive, massive ball play there. They're coming in on the right side, and that's going to be it. Dogwalkers taking the first, or the first no limits map.
Yeah, it's accidentally QP settings, so we're just going to be swapping sides.
Okay. Well, it looks like the settings were a little bit messed up there. We are just going to be swapping sides, still doing the second round for this Volskaya, so that we can see the cat herders go into their attack, but we'll see how this plays out. There was a little bit of a disaster there, but honestly, I was really, really impressed with the compositions that came out. The double pharmacy with the 2 balls, honestly, like, how do you even deal with that? Do you just you can run May to counter the balls, but I mean, at the end of the day, what do you do there? What would be your team composition to counter the double pharmacy with balls, Elegant Excalibur?
I just personally maybe include a Sombra or 2 in there. You can keep the Pharah from being able to fly, or you could disable the Mercy from doing her thing, and you can also disable the ball. Now, on top of that, you could also use the Baptiste support, because that was really useful there. They could have probably rotated their mortality fields a bit better. That would have saved them a lot more time, because by the time they had the Pharah ult ready to go, they had burned all 3 of their immortality fields, and that let the Pharah ult take out so many picks.
Yeah, if they were able to rotate those immortality fields more efficiently, I feel like that would have just been an unbreakable composition, because that's the key to your victory. Have your Bastion live. If he's in an immo field, you can't do anything, and if you're in the line of sight of Bastion, which you inherently have to be if you want to take out that immo field, you're gonna die. He was just unkillable if you have the ammo field in. So that comp would have worked out, but it looks like we got new comps going on here. Manameme on a super comfortable role, I know, with the Sigma here. We're going double Sigma with triple Baptiste and a Lucio on the side of the Dogwalkers, while the cat herders have 4 Roadhogs, a Symmetra, and a Lucio. Oh my god. What are your thoughts on this, Elegant?
My thoughts is, one team's going to need a lot of Reapers.
Yeah. I'm a little bit worried here for the defensive team with all these the bats. I think one hook's going to take it out easy, but we'll see how this goes. I think they need to just pincer in with these Roadhogs at this point. If they go left and right, you can't do anything about that.
Yeah. But
All right, Pit Pat is getting really low. Already Sacred End almost killed there on the Roadhog side. I mean, they are going to be ult magnets there, just charging ults constantly with these Roadhogs. You're never going to miss a shot with them on the field. Ooh, but we do have what looks like Sacred End taking a flank on the other side. Does get a hook into Teddy. Teddy almost goes down. He's super, super close, but Sacred End does get punished for that. Now 3 Roadhogs just circling this point like vultures. And we do get a pick on the Born to Do stuff. That Baptiste does go down with, oh my gosh. JCM almost goes down there with him. But looks like Yaxim Quantization are going to be trying to get out of here as soon as they can, with Manamim and JCM cleaning up this defense. Manamim already farming his ult. What do you think this next fight's going to look like with multiple ults on the side of the dog walkers?
I personally think they should pull out a Mercy here for this quadruple hog comp so they can both get some extra healing in and also damage boost the hogs.
Alright, well, we just lost that Symmetra. We have 5 hooks on the field now with 5 Roadhogs and a Lucio. Oh, massive, massive, massive Sigma ult from Manamim. Does not end up getting any kills though, because the Roadhogs are just too beefy. With Sacred End popping his ult, he does get multiple of the Immortality fields, but Manamim is able to put an end to that. Double kill for Manamim, taking out Mr. Crit as well. Born to Do stuff, getting a solid kill with Teddy cleaning it up, killing H2O on the Roadhog. That was rough to see. You get a 5-man Sigma ult there, and then nothing happens because it's 5 Roadhogs. Like, how do you clean that up?
Well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to admit that unless you have a lot of damage, it's going to be when pigs fly when they die.
He's popped by JCM with a window opened by Born to Do stuff. Trying to get kills. Born to Do stuff does kill off Mr. Crit. Pit Pat and Sacred End struggling super, super low here. Trying to push in, and nothing's happening. The dogs are putting up a solid defense. Oh, but the back cap is happening right now. H2O trying to go for it, living, and he might just jump off. Nope, he's still pushing for it. He's just playing tic-tac-toe with Manamim there, running around the pole. 2 Roadhogs coming in either side, 3 Roadhogs now, but an ult comes out from Manamim, locking them in that room with the health pack. Manamim does get the double kill there on the Yaxim and Pit Pat, but Mr. Crit still trying to keep this point going. Trying to keep his Roadhog alive. Quantization is not going to live though. Born to Do stuff, just cleaning up the kills here. Really, really strong Baptiste play from him. Manamim is trying hard to just ignore the massive Roadhog that's on top of him on the point right now. But, oh, that would have been amazing. Sacred End had the ult going with his Roadhog, trying to push Manamim off the edge, but he just couldn't make it happen. He died before he could get any action going. Multiple hooks happening. Pit Pat going in for the big Roadhog ult, trying to push them away so he can get access to the point, but Manamim and Edicts are not going to let that happen. This is constant, non-stop action here. Whew. Who's going to do this? Edicts has the ult popped, but he does get a kill on the Yaxim there. Quantization pulling out his ult, but Manamim is not going to let that happen. Elegant, what are you making of all this right now? Is there a chance for the Cat Herders to bring this back?
I think that the Cat Herders are just being negated by the fact that there's 2 Sigmas on the side of the Dog Walkers.
I feel like there is a Sigult happening every 30 seconds. Another Sigult onto Yaxim. Yaxim doesn't die though. Pit Pat at his last life, but he does get healed up. Oh my god, there's a back cap happening. Back cap happening. They're spawn camping them. H2O and Sacred End back capping here. While a spawn camp is happening, this might be it. This might be it. The Dogwalkers might be out of luck here if they can't get back to the point in time. That's 2 picks. Oh, but Born to Do stuff is about to get on the point. He's on top. He pops a window with an ammo in the field. Does take out H2O from Teddy, along with help from Born to Do stuff. That overtime is ticking, and they are not able to touch. Dogwalkers come away with the victory, but close, almost got backcapped by those Cat Herders.
That was excellent plays on both sides, but unfortunately the Hogs were probably going to be negated just because there's Sigma in existence.
Yeah, that was some really beautiful play by both Sigmas on the side of the dogs. Manamim and Edicts just putting in work there with Jimmy Jargo, keep messing up. Jimmy Jargo, Born to Do stuff, and Teddy just completely making sure that those Sigmas stay alive, don't die, and then putting in the damage to boot that Baptiste can really put out now. So that was really fun to watch. Unfortunately, it did not end up going into extra rounds, but now, the moment I think everyone has been waiting for, the premier GOATS match of Owlet Season 3. the dog walkers versus the cat herders in our favorite format. You love it or hate it. Goats is going to be coming up next. We're still waiting on the map pick, but Elegant Excalibur, I feel like this is a meta that you either absolutely love or absolutely hate. Where do you end up feeling on the scale for the Goats meta?
Personally, I enjoyed it playing in it, but at this point in time, I'm not as big of a fan of it now because it had its era. There's potential metas out there that could really thrive, and honestly, I think people who are like bring back Goats meta should consider also a possible could rise to shine and beat out Double Shield.
Yeah. We saw in the match chat here, we were debating the map pick. As soon as the question came up, I just saw 7 comments come up with King's Row. So looks like we are going to the home of Goats, which is King's Row. In case you guys weren't aware, that was the map that sort of solidified this composition as becoming popularized. I might totally be wrong on that. I'm just remembering the Goats team with Gator on it popularizing this and having many clips of Goats happening on that map. But I'm really looking forward to this. King's Row Goats action is going to be happening right now. I know from personal experience that Manameme is an absolute fan of this. I did see in match chat, he said Sigma Goats, please. I don't know what that looks like, but we might see it. We might not. I'm not sure. What other tanks would you pair? What other 2 tanks would you pair with Sigma if you had to make a Sigma Goats team, Elegant Excalibur?
I'd say, honestly, you can keep the Reinhardt and the Zarya and just replace Diva with Sigma, because Diva pretty much does what Sigma does, but Sigma does it better in his current state. So you just basically do the same Goats meta, just replace Diva with Sig.
I think that's really fair. Yeah, I think that's a good point. So we are assembling our heroes right now. I think we're trying to figure out who's going to be playing what role in the Goats format. I know there's a couple different variants of Goats you can play. You could have Somber Goats. We could bring out the Diva. There might be some collusion going on in match chat right now, trying to agree on a specific Goats comp for both sides. We'll see if that actually is played out or not. In 17 seconds, we're going to figure out what format of Goats we're going to be playing, but I am really looking forward to this. There's some ridiculousness in match chat right now. I hope y'all in the chat, the Twitch chat, are really excited to see this go out. Let us know in the chat which coach you think is going to be the star player in this Goats format, because I really do think Goats is a meta that allows players to kind of shine their best in terms of individual skill at a higher level, not just mechanical skill, but gameplay knowledge, game sense, map sense, knowing when to go in, knowing when to pull out. So individuals can really, really shine, I think, in this Goats meta. So I want to hear you guys pick your favorite players here. What are the compositions we have going on?
Sigma Goats and Zen Goats.
Yeah. So it looks like the Dog Walkers are going with a Zen Lucio Brig with Ryan Zarya Diva, and the Cat Herders going with Ryan Zarya Sig, Zen Brig, and Lucio. We'll see how this goes. Cat Herders pushing in hard and fast here, trying to get presence on the point as soon as they can. There is a charge going in, massive charge from Quantization. Gets a pick on the Born Suits. That is an absolute roll by the Cats here. Going in, getting down JCM, Edix, Fimi Jargo. They're all going down. This is going to be a massively, massively overpowered take from the Cats, taking first point with ease. I am really, really impressed with that play right now. I have no idea where that came from the last 2 game modes, but looks like they've definitely found their comfort picks here.
Yeah, they're definitely going hard on that push there, but we'll be seeing how well they handle the...
Teddy gets caught out there. Mr. Crit going in for a hot Brig kill there. And the charge comes in from Manameme, but does get countered by Quantization. I can see some egos getting a little bit shattered there from those Reinhardt plays. They're being pushed back into the corner. The Dog Walkers not really able to do much to counter this offense right now, but holding their ground on this corner here.
We're seeing some stabilization going on the side of Catwalkers, but they managed to lose a break.
Diva's up in the top line, having a duel with Lucio. Teddy on the Lucio, seeing who can pull it out here. Oh, but the Diva Bomb does go in. No picks, though, but the Grav comes out from Pit Pat and doesn't get anything. The massive hammer by Manameme helps secure kills on H2O, Yaxim, and Pit Pat. That is a big, big defensive hold there. Great, great shatter by Manameme. That was what they needed at that moment.
And here we see the famous stagger baby diva.
Oh no. What was that grab? Oh no. Okay, so they're playing the corner here now. Manamim trying to get in some sneaky ult building here now that he used the shatter. Or to do stuff ready with the nano as well as JCM with the rally. The rally, you can't kill Brig once she's rallied at this. Once she gets rallied, she's kind of unkillable at that point. Quantization does build the shatter now. There is the beat played. Manamim does get a fire strike kill on the Quantization while he had his shatter. H2O dies with the beat as well. This is going to be a massive hold for the dog walkers. They're able to push the cats back, and yeah. Oh, this is aggressive. Oh, and the massively aggressive shatter by Manamim does get the Baptiste there sitting on the ground. Or not Baptiste, excuse me. But Manamim is punished for it. Pit-Pat is able to kill him, and Femi Jargos has to pull back now. As the Zarya, he used his shields up. He had no room to be there at that point.
And we're seeing great plays on both sides here.
Oh, a big shatter in from Quantization, and that helps secure a couple kills onto the Brig, the Sig, and the Ana. One support left on the side of the dog walkers. They are having to pull back here very, very far, giving up a major point presence to the cat herders. Teddy from the dog walkers is able to escape though. Manamim really being pushed far back. This is not going to be good. They might even be able to cap point on this if they're not careful.
Yeah, and with the cat herders having 5 ultimates on their side, the dog walkers are going to have to be careful and get those ults out.
A grab is thrown out, but I don't know where it ended up. Oh, there is a bomb. Edicts threw out. Oh, there we go. Edicts threw out. And what are we seeing here? Okay, Brig rallies on the side of Mr. Crit. He has his rally. He's pretty much unkillable at this moment. Manamim having a duel with Quantization there, but Quantization has the Zen pocket. Oh, Nano on Manamim. He's trying to go in. There's a purple diva. So much is happening right now. Manamim is going hard on that diva. Does get the shatter down. Goes for the charge, but doesn't land any hits. H2O climbing those walls for his dear life. Does get on top of the roof. And the dog walkers are able to defend this point. 0.88 meters ahead of the cap.
That was an impressive take back from the side of the dog walkers, but with the Zen ult and closest Ryan Chatter on the side of cat walker herders, we're gonna have to see if they can hold out against these ults.
We're looking at Grav and Beat on the side of the dogs. Grav being thrown already on the side of the dogs with the trance to counter. Quantization does have the shatter, but he gets slept really quickly. He is back up though. Beat is thrown on the side of the dog walkers with a shatter thrown from Quantization. Yaxim does secure that kill on Manamim though, and Femi Jargo goes down too. But Mr. Crit is super low, holding his ult. He doesn't go down though. There we go. That was a big slam. All
Bit
right,
of a stagger on the side of that Sigma, but
oh, that was a massive grenade. There's 3 purples right now, but they are going to be able to capture this point on the side of the cat herders. Manamim just being pressured back there and does go down from the hands of H2O, his fellow coach. The cat herders are pushing in extremely aggressively, trying to make as much space as possible for that point to be pushed through. They are being pushed back a little bit by Edicts going in on the Sigma. Grav is thrown on the side of the cat herders though, with a bomb as well. Doesn't get anyone. Does not get anyone. And Edicts gets the kill on the Sacred End in his baby form. Manamim gets a Fire Strike kill on the Quantization. Manamim going hard with a Shatter kill on a Pit-Pat as well. And getting Yaxim as well. Manamim on an absolute roll here with Femi Jargo cleaning up, getting the kill on Mr. Crit. And Teddy goes down on accident. What was that?
A tactical reset.
Tactical reset on the side of the defense, I guess. Oh, Manamim going for a sneaky charge here. Does get the charge, and now Quantization is purple. He is so low, but he's not going to go down. He does get the shield up in time, and no one can finish off that kill. Zarya is going aggressive. She has high charge, and oh, Manamim does for the charge. He doesn't get the charge kill, but he does get the kill on the H2O. Mr. Crit on the Brig goes down, and Quantization goes down. The Transcendence was a little bit too late there. Doesn't save his team, and yeah, this is going to be a big defensive hold for the cat herders.
They better watch out though, because the dog walkers are really building ults.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just spawn camping them right now with Manamim going aggressive onto that Reinhardt. A massive shatter from both sides. Double shatters. Quantization is purple, and that's a huge bomb if it goes off. Does get the kill on the Edicts, and JCM goes down. The defense on the side of the Dog Walkers is struggling at this point, being pushed way far back, but no one on the point to push it. You guys, the game of Overwatch is about payloads and point taking, and you weren't doing it right there. Could have gotten more kills there, and Fimi Jargo going up on that kill with the Lucio.
Sometimes those amazing Ryan plays just really blow you away and you forget about the payload.
Yeah, that double shatter was insane. All right, so we got some action here going on. We have a grab thrown out by Pitpat, as well as a Edict throwing out his ult. But we do have the beat to follow up. Beat coming out on the side of the Dog Walkers here. Reinhardt battling in the thick of it with quantization, trying to get some kills, but not really getting anything yet. D.Va using a Matrix as well as she can, and a huge shatter from quantization gets JCM and Fimi Jargo down, but Fimi is able to use his bubble to keep himself alive. Pitpat is able to get the kill on the Brig, and Teddy goes down. 2 supports as well as the Fimi Jargo on the Zarya going down as well. This might be it. Cat Herders might be able to secure the point here with 15 seconds left. Can they get it before it goes into overtime? We have Edicts coming in on the Sigma, trying to keep a grasp, keep this game going into overtime. But 5 seconds left. A massive bomb is thrown. Can it get in? The bomb goes in. The pit gets nothing. That is such an unfortunate end for Sacred End's bomb. Trance is thrown out on the side of the Cat Herders, though. Manamim has his ult. Massive shatter. Oh, but this is going to be it. They do get the point, but it is in overtime. That was really, really impressive. Would have been nice to see them have a little bit of time left, but still really, really impressive on the Cat Herders attack.
Yeah, we on the side of Cat Herders, I think the that quantization really showed off his skill as a Rhine main and tank player with how he managed to handle the last half of that push. He really pulled out some amazing shatters and was able to counter that double shatter with his own shatter, and that got more picks in the end.
That double shatter might be my favorite play of this coach's match so far. Honestly, that was super, super impressive on both sides, being able to kind of almost nullify the effectiveness of each shatter, and it just looks great on stream. Come on, like let's hear it in the chat for that double shatter between Manamim and quantization. There's been some amazing Rhine duels going on, but it looks like we're getting a different variant of goats here on the side of the Dog Walkers with Teddy on the Lucio, but then Born to do stuff on the Ana instead of the Zen. Ana goats. Let's see how this works out. With Edicts also on the Sigma, this is a really, really interesting variant of goats, and I want to see how this plays out. On the side of the Cat Herders, we're looking at Yaxim and H2O, as well as Mr. Crit on the traditional Lucio, Zen, and Brig, as well as the Rhine, Zarya, and Sig as well on the Cat Herder side as well, with Sacred End taking up the Sig. How do you think this variation on the side of the Dog Walkers is going to play out with that Ana and Sig pick?
I'm sure it'll allow them for a lot more damage because Sigma already has a great damage output, as well as negating a lot more damage by having a shield and an E for all attacks. And the Ana can guarantee a nice nano on the Reinhardt.
Yeah. Teddy going into that backline, getting some great wall ready and getting to that top right section of the map really quickly. Huge purple goes down though. H2O is 1 health and he does go down immediately. That is a massive, massive roll on the side of the Dog Walkers here. It is really, really, really effective. And they're going to take that point right quick. That was really great.
He definitely took it as fast as their counterparts in this about the same amount of time.
Yeah. Dog Walkers going in for an aggressive push here forward, trying to take the point presence or the map presence as much as they can, take over that neutral, but they're getting really, really effectively pushed back by the Cats here. Cats trying to push them back very effectively, but Mr. Crit does go down on the Cat side. A double charge leaves both Rhines incapacitated for a second while they're going in. Manamim does get picked off by Zarya and Pat though. Teddy trying to ride his way out of there with the Discord Orb on him, trying not to get picked. This is not going to be a successful push for the Dog Walkers. They're getting taken out left and right here. They're down resources. Although they have better spawns. A shatter that gets whiffed on the side of quantization doesn't get anything at all. With Born to do stuff going down though on the side of the Dog Walkers, there is a trance and a sig ult and a beat thrown out all at once, with another graph thrown out by Fimi Jargo and a bomb thrown as well. Doesn't get anything though. That Sig shield was able to block all that damage that would have hurt his team. Oh, but a massive 4 picks on the side of the Dogwalkers. Manameme going down, but 4, 5, 6 picks going down at varying times on the side of the Dogwalkers against the Cat Herders. Able to push this point further. That was massive. I'm gonna have to watch replay of that later. I don't even know what happened.
A lot of ults it pretty much summarizes what happened. But in this case, I think it put the Dogwalkers in favor because they came out with 2 ults on top of that and they're close to Sigma ult.
Oh, Mr. Grid does get an early pick on the Teddy. Looks like Teddy was being too aggressive with that wall riding. The Rindles here are insane though. We have Brig rallied from Mr. Crit, trying to make his team an impenetrable force, but Edix is going to use the Sig ult and see if he can get any kills off of this. Everyone's half and Sacred End is purple. Sacred End sitting at the top though pretty safely. No one from the Dogwalker is going to be able to really touch him. Quantization does go down from Teddy as well as the rest of his team helping out with that kill. Manameme is kind of stuck in a corner here though. He's going against this Zarya that's almost full charge, but does get the charge on them. Zarya is going to go down from Edix. This will be a successful push for the Dogwalkers once they clear out this Lucio.
Well, it looks like they have a grab on the side of Dogwalkers, but they're going to have to watch out for Yaxon's Transcendence ultimate. They might want to bait it out before they get a chance at using it successfully.
Yeah, that trance is going to be really, really valuable on the side of Yaxon to defend against Fimi Jargo's ult. I'm gonna surprised to not see it thrown out yet, but I guess they didn't need it. We have H2O slept. There is a beat thrown out though on the side of Teddy. Quantization goes for a big charge with Fimi Jargo throwing out his grab. Double shatters go in, but Quantization is whipped. Excuse me, Manameme's is whipped, not Quantization's. Quantization goes for a big charge, does get the kill on the Edicts with that charge. Born to do stuff is going to go down from the chase, and we have the last Brig kind of going down, not without a fight though. Brig does make it out alive. JCM does not go down from that. Dogwalkers are stabilizing, but Manameme charges into a corner by himself. Everyone collapses onto him and does take out the Reinhardt. This is going to be a failed push on the side of the Dogwalkers. They can take it back if they play defensively here, but they do have a full 4 minutes to do this as well. I'm not too worried for the Dogwalkers here, but what do you think?
I think in the case of the Dogwalkers, they really want to play it safe here, try to bait out some ults because there's currently a nano.
Grab bomb is set up and probably about to go out. Let's see if we can get any kills here. A massive 5-person kill from Sacred End. That bomb was absolutely massive. Oh my god, I just had a heart attack. Sacred End, that was the perfectly positioned bomb. Flew just past the team that had already set up the shield, but in just the wrong spot with them going down from that bomb. That was absolutely huge. That was the type of grab bomb you want to see when you're playing GOATs. We have the signal going out for Edix. Pulls up the Brig. Brig is being targeted by that Sigma. Doesn't quite go down though. Quantization uses his shatter, but does end up getting taken out by Fimi Jargo. There is some aggressive play-by-play here going on from Mr. Grid taking out Edix, but Manameme, Fimi Jargo, Teddy cleaning up the kills here by making sure that they can get this push going. Baby Diva is not going to be staggered. They don't even want to take that risk. They just want to push forward, get that point moving, and Manameme wants to do that duel with Quantization in the front left corner of that spawn. A grab thrown on the right side to corner Pit Pat by Fimi Jargo. Does get 2 kills, and then Manameme goes for the charge to continue this onslaught, charging into Quantization, establishing dominance, and taking out Yaxim and Mr. Crit with his team as well. This might be it for the Cat Herders. I don't know if they're going to be able to hold off this defense. I don't know if this is going to happen. I think Manameme is just such a strong pressure, and then those ults by Fimi Jargo taking out multiple people every single time. It's absolutely impressive. The beat does come out though from Teddy, trying to save the team from utter destruction at the very last second. Big bomb by Sacred End, another 3K. You gotta be kidding me. Sacred End, massive diva plays today. But Manameme trying to bring it back with a shatter kill into the Rhine, as well as the Lucio going down from Manameme's presence as well. But Pit Pat does get the kill on the Manameme, and thus ends that push by the Dogwalkers, a mere 0.11 meters short.
Personally, I think they could have saved that nano and saved themselves a stagger.
A C9! Teddy gets the C9! Oh my god, Cat Herders are going to be so upset. They just walked away from the point. Guys, what did I tell you? Overwatch is a game of objectives. Come on, guys. If I can barely say it, you should be able to do it.
Yeah.
That was one of the most painful C9s I've ever seen in history, besides Dumpster totally C90 against Happy Squids, but I'm totally unbiased. 2 times in a row, by the way. This is going to be played with Cat Herders having 0 time left in the bank, with 1 minute and 42 seconds left in the bank for Dog Walkers. They've got to be really, really pleased with that, and Cat Herders got to be kicking themselves. That C9 is so painful.
Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes you really have to watch out for those Lucios, especially if they have a more Reddit Lucio style to their play.
Reddit Lucio style. I love that.
And in the end, that really helped them get that sneak attack. I was going to say that they wasted Nano in an attempt to stall out the payload, but honestly, that might have been what they needed to get that nice back cap there, because at that point, it would let the catwalkers or cat herders to be like, consider that their Ana and Reinhardt were staggered when the Lucio was ready to come in and get the back cap.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to see if the Dog Walkers can take the W here with 1 minute and 42 in the bank. They're going with the exact same composition as before, with Fortitude stuff on the Ana, Teddy staying on Lucio, JC on the Brig, with the Rein Zarya, and the Edicts on the Sigma. Oh, but they have a Sombra on the side of the Cat Herders, trying to get a hack off with Pit Pat here, playing the Sombra Goats. Ryan with Manameme going in for a charge, but the charge is nullified. Quantization is purple. He's about to go down, and Quantization does go down on the hands of Manameme. Manameme is going absolutely crazy here, taking out H2O and the Lucio. Sacred End is being bullied here on the Zarya, stuck in the corner. They're going to get this tick here. This is going to be the Dog Walkers match. And they're tactically crouching on the point. That was avoidable. That was the Cat Herders game lost, not the Dog Walkers game won. I'm sorry to say, that C9 gave them so much time in the bank that there was no way they weren't going to win that. That's so sad. Teddy, massive play, massive big brain play, capturing that point at the very end, giving them a whole almost 2 minutes to work with to get that one tick.
That play just almost gave me anxiety, just because how close the D.Va went from going into the pit for the play.
Oh my god, that bomb by Sacred End though, like, that was absolutely nuts. I don't care if the Dog Walkers won, that is still, between that and then the Rhine Shatters and the Rhine Duels, that was just insane.
Yeah, really, they had some great D.Va play there.
Yeah, honestly, really great work from both sides. Despite the C9, it happens to the best of them. I wouldn't worry too much about it. This last map though, we're gonna really see the tryhard come out. We are going into a standard 2-2-2 battle. It's going to be intense here. People are going to be trying to play to establish their dominance and show that outside of all the fun and games of GOATs and No Limits and Mystery Heroes, that they are the best team, full of the best players. Whoever it's going to be, this is the map. This is the map that matters. This is the map that matters. What do you think is going to be? Who do you think is going to be the star player when they're actually playing on their roles in current meta format here?
As someone who doesn't know the players too well, I'm still kind of just rooting for Cat Herders because I know about Quantization's play more from personal experience with him. He knows how to play his main tank very well. And as we saw earlier, I started rooting for Mr. Crit because he shows he knows what he can do. But we've also seen a lot of good play on the Dog Walkers, and they do have a 3-0 score right now, so potentially this 2-2-2 play could really end up in their favor too, because they've shown they're better at coordinating and working together.
Definitely. That being said, though, we have been playing slightly memey game modes between GOATs and No Limits and Mystery Heroes. I would disregard the previous scoreline. Not disregard it, but just treat this. I would almost treat this as the moment the Overwatch League went from no roll-lock to roll-lock. Anything can happen on this map. Anything can happen on this map. And this map is honestly probably the community's absolute... Oh, never mind. I was going to say this was the absolute favorite map of everyone in the Overwatch community being Paris. But Paris, I don't think is being played. I believe we're going to be going to Busan. We'll see, though. I'm hearing Gibraltar and Rialto. Okay. It's going to be Escort. That's all I'm hearing in my ear right now. We'll see what it ends up being in just a moment. But Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. Personally, I think some standout players, again, I'm biased because I don't know some of these people, but Manameme's tank play on the Sigma is absolutely insane, as well as the ball. I haven't seen much of Teddy, but he is the coach of the Ohio Owos, and they're an absolutely dominant force in minors, outside of the Happy Squids, of course. And I know, honestly, H2O's support play is really, really, really impressive. He's got major, major big brains that he's able to pull out here on the side of the cat herders. And Mr. Crit, I haven't really seen much of him before this, but I've been really, really impressed by his play so far, as well as quantization on the Rhine. I would love to see more Reinhardt from quantization. I think he's really, really good at those duels and those predictions, as well as taking advantage of those moments where the other team is too preoccupied to deal with his swinging hammer of might and death that rains upon the enemy team.
That is the ultimate power of being a Rhine main. You just feel the power of those swings and let your enemies fear your charges and attacks.
Yeah, yeah. When I play Rhine, I sometimes just instinctively hit shift too early, end up charging across the map, and immediately get sacked on by the entire enemy team. Which is why I play Monkey, because you don't need a brain to have aim with Monkey.
True.
There's a reason why I'm a gold tank player and a diamond support. I'll stick to what I know.
Yeah, as a DPS player, I realized ages ago I thought I could play Rhine, but I really can't play Rhine, so I stick to DPS.
Yeah.
I'm a gold DPS, but it's better than my Rhine.
Oh, yeah. DPS is just a role to play. There's so much variety there. We are going to be going to Rialto. That has been decided. Rialto is the map here. What is some key sort of combos and compositions in terms of team comp you're expecting to see here?
Personally, I'm expecting double shield, especially on the side of cat herders, because that's currently the meta of 222. But maybe we might see a Bastion to mix things up, or we could even see some memes going for, say, like Symmetra or Torb on either side, especially defense.
Yeah, I would love to see some Bastion play on the side of the cat herders, purely because I know how much it will tilt Manameme on the side of the dog walkers. I guarantee you, we have 9 seconds left on the countdown. I'm going to see Mana lock the ball when he comes out, because I know Mana, he loves playing ball, and he's going to want to get some knocks off this bridge here. He loves getting those environmental kills. Oh, he's going for, you know what? I know exactly what's happening. So this is actually really, really, really fun stuff. He's going the Monkey. Monkey's going to be pocketed by Mercy here. Mercy's going to be pocketing the Monkey. He's going to be targeting those squishies and trying to get as many kills as possible, while Teddy is going to be going around trying to get them low enough where they're about half health with a single clip from his Tracer, and then getting out of there safely so Monkey can finish them off. This is going to be really, really, really fun to watch. On the side of the cat herders, H2O Zen is really, really nutty. He knows how to get those picks of Zen and what Discord targets are priority. Quantization and Dolphin are going to be operating double shield here with Pitpat and Mr. Crit on the Mei Hanzo. Yaxim playing that Baptiste. Pretty standard, but we'll see how this works on the attack. Got Edicts on the ball. Where is he going to drop in from? We have Monkey on the top right here, just waiting, biding his time. Edicts drops in on the ball, tries to get them bopped up. Oh, but the Mei wall stops Manameme's attack. There is a lamp up. Manameme trying to go into that backline and gets punished for it by quantization. He immediately goes down, but not at the fault of Mr. Crit and H2O getting picked out. Teddy is getting those secured kills as he running around that right side bridge on the attacker side, trying to get the updates he needs, but Fimi Jargo is going to be stuck on that Genji, not able to really get out easily. Does make it out by the hands of Foreign to do stuff, but that was really close.
Edicts on ball is going to really want to watch out for that Mei, because one false move on him.
Yeah. Man is going to have to switch off this Monkey. He's not going to be able to do anything when they're running that Mei. The Mei just freezes him instantly the second he drops in. Without jump, he's not going to have any way to escape. And then Fimi Jargo gets punished on the Genji as well. This composition needs to shift on the defense with dog walkers. It's not going to work. Teddy is getting targeted by that Mei, while Ball is being targeted by that Mei. Now that Mei is just the perfect counter to so many picks on the defensive side. Edict's barely escaping with his life here, while Manameme is kind of stuck in that top corner, but he does leap out and save his own life. This point is going to be captured, though.
And with Blizzard coming up, they're really going to want to get that swap out, with some ults actually being thrown out here despite the cap.
Teddy taking out Mr. Crit on the Hanzo, but Edict's suffering with Edicts and Born to do stuff, the Mercy, and the ball going out immediately. Still contested, but the first point has been capped. So really the defense needs to just get out of here and let this reset. They're on the first point. They've already capped it. There's no point in fighting this still, guys. I mean, they did clear out the defense. What do you think's gonna happen here? They're kind of, oh, they're setting up the spawn camp now. Mana hiding around that wall, trying to get some early picks on the squishies, jumping in, isn't able to secure anything yet with the edicts and monkey ball combo. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Unfortunately, that Mei is just too strong, and with it being pretty much a basic double shield comp, we're just gonna see a lot of pushback on the side of the cat herders.
Yeah, that's just going to be cleanup on the side of the cat herder now. Although Brig is purple, she might go down if she's not careful, especially with Mana looming overhead. Mana's this monkey pig, even though it's not really doing the work he needs it to right now. Just trying to get that poke damage in so then Ball can come in and clean it up. Born to Do Stuff does get the res on the JCM who went down earlier, but the lamp is thrown out on the side of the cat herders. Monkey playing around in that upper bridge area, waiting for that lamp to expire. He does go in, but does get halted. Disables his jump, and Quantization finishes him off. Purple on the side of H2O and Quantization, though. H2O almost going down. Genji in that backline, trying to clean it up, but doesn't end up succeeding, getting pulled and then frozen by that Mei. Ball uses his ult, but the lamp is thrown out to counter it. Even though the lamp is thrown, though, Edicts does go down as the Mei. Monkey trying to go and secure some kills, but is going to get countered by the Sig ult on the side of Dolphin, which does end up getting the kill on the Monkey. They're playing this corner really well here on the side of the attack. Not really making a lot happen, though, on the side of the defense. Though that point is standing still.
Unfortunately, we're gonna probably see just a constant push on the cat herder side, so if the dog walkers want to do something, they're probably gonna have to swap it up like they are right now, actually.
I mean, does swap to the Reinhardt. Oh, that was a massive wall! He charges into the Slep's target, but Pit-Pat with a massive wall does raise mana up so he cannot complete his charge. And the checkpoint does get brought to the second payload, and mana goes with the suicide kill onto H2O, takes him off the edge of the map, but not at the fault of Quantization, who does he seizes the opportunity and takes picks on the Genji and the Baptiste. That name is so hard for me to say. Jimmy Jargo. I keep wanting to say Jimmy Fargo.
Well, with that charge from the Rhine there, it really shows how important it is to just stay alive as Rhine, because otherwise your team is just going to melt.
That was Mana just trying to assert dominance on the H2O's co-coach. He did not want to let this go that one-sided. He does get pulled in with the halt. Pit-Pat throws the Blizzard onto the point, but not really getting anyone except for Teddy. Teddy is stuck in it currently, with Born to Do Stuff as well. Never mind, I stand corrected. Teddy and Born to Do Stuff do get on it. Born to Do Stuff forced to throw out the lamp, but it is counteracted immediately by the Reaper ult. Mr. Crit getting the kills he needs to, pushing JCM all the way back to spawn. JCM does get the kill on H2O on the Brig. Pit-Pat cleaning up on the attack here. Cat Herders going in for that point push. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Teddy trying to clean up here. But the Reaper is not going to be able to take out that Orisa when she's gold. Window popped up by the Baptiste. Mana charging into the corner, but misses Dolphin. Does not get the Sigma. Shatter gets thrown in, but doesn't really get anything. The lamp is burned. Sigma ult is used on the side of the Cat Herders. And this is going to be a point push for the Cat Herders with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in the clock.
Well, it looks like the memes and dreams of dog walkers are coming to the forefront. They do have the 3-0 advantage, so I'm guessing they're just having some fun here, while the cat herders are trying to gain their honor back by getting a serious push in.
Yeah, honestly, that was a little bit hard to watch. I feel really bad. I just feel really bad about that push. I think the dog walkers have had their pride stomped on a little bit. They had strats that they wanted to make work, and they couldn't make it work. We're going to be making it switch it up though with Mana Meme locking the Orisa. Mana never plays Orisa. I'm a little bit interested in this with Edicts on the Sigma. Born to do stuff on the Baptiste, Teddy on the Reaper, Fimi Jargo on the May. See him likely going to be locking either Zen or maybe even a Lucio or a Moira, I would suspect. Maybe not Moira. She's oh yeah, there we go. There's the Zen. Yaxim locking the Baptiste with the Brig on the side of the Cat Herders. Quantization and Dolphin continuing that double shield with Orisa Sig. Pit Pat and Mr. Crit going with the May Reaper combo. We'll see how this works.
Well, by the looks of it, the dog walkers definitely want to show they can use the double shield better.
The attack is going in. Nothing super crazy happening right now. Edict's going really aggressive though. Throws the rock in, but does get walled up by the May. May is going really, really far forward. Does have to pop her ice block. Gathering left side of the payload here for the side of the dog walkers. And JCM does get the pick onto the May. That is a huge pick with the lamp going down as well. Both shields running really, really low right now. And Brig is sneaking around the back. H2O trying to go for a back contest here. Just sitting on the point. But Born to Do Stuff's also there. He's kind of stuck. He's going to get killed. He is. Yeah, that was a nice try, H2O. That was not going to work out. I'm sorry. Point is being pushed by the Dockwalkers.
Well, at least they bought some time with H2O stall, and they're using that as a chance to swap to their own Zen.
Yeah, we do see the swap to Zen here. And a fight is breaking out on where the payload will hit its first checkpoint. Pitpat does get the kill on the Manameme's Orisa though. The lamp was blown already on the side of the Dogwalkers. Doesn't do much though because Mr. Crit's able to take out that Baptiste and Quantization takes out the lamp. H2O gets the pick onto the May. And they're forced to back out. Dogwalkers might not even escape with their lives. Yep, Adix does go down with the help of that Discord Orb on him.
And that stagger from H2O really proves to be an asset with how they recovered here.
Yeah, highly, highly impressive. We're going to see the Dogwalkers go in again. You have the window as well as most ults built up pretty close at this point, except with the exception of Teddy, and will have only halfway to his Blossom. But still, this could be a solid push on the side of the Dogwalkers, looping around the backside. They're trying to get a sneak on them. I don't think the Cat Herders realize they're there yet. Going in hard and fast with the window. Although a halt is thrown, trying to pull them above the window, nothing happens. The Sigma on the side of the Cats is going in far and deep. Yaxim's lamp is taken out early though by Born to Do Stuff, and Edix throws out the Sigil. Sigil is going to be countered though by two Blizzards on either side. Fimi Jargo and Manamine cleaning it up, but Quantization does take out the May. Edix takes out the Hanzo though. This is going to be a point push win for the Dogwalkers.
That was an impressive play, and in the case of the double Blizzard there, and the Dogwalkers just won out because they had more players unfrozen there.
Yeah, there's going to be some resistance coming in here from the Cat Herders, trying to hold into the health pack room. Edix going forward with his Sig and Grasp, but a huge halt by Manamine, unfortunately not followed up on. Quantization is discorded though, trying to burn that target down. A Dragon comes through though, splitting Manamine from the rest of the team. He does get pulled into the Dragon, but the Immortality Field comes up just in time from Born to Do Stuff. They are pushing into this May wall that has split the team, but not far enough because the team is able to survive that on the side of the Cat Herders. No picks coming in, but the window is popped on the side of the Cat Herders with H2O able to take out Jimmy Fargo with the help of that window. Immortality fields have been absolutely perfectly placed by Yaxim, never in the line of sight of the enemies, and making a huge impact in helping this team stay alive. Both Sigils used at the same exact time, but a trance comes out on the side of the Cat Herders to counteract. Mr. Grit gets the kill on the Teddy, so that Reaper damage is now gone with a massive pull coming in from the Dogwalkers. Cat Herders throw out a Dragon, does get Born to Do Stuff, and Manamine goes down too. That is a huge... But JCM with the double pick onto Hanzo and Sigma. Quantization evening it out with a kill onto the May with Jimmy Fargo going down. JCM was heavily targeted by that May though, and the cleanup is coming in from the Cat Herders. Teddy is just stalling this point for really no reason. He should just get out of there and die. There you go. That's it. This is going to be a regroup on the side of the Dogwalkers.
That was a really close fight. You could really see that both sides are trying to turn it back into their favor, but in the end, the Cat Herders managed to outnumber the Dogwalkers.
Yeah, we are seeing a lot of corner play here right now as they The dog walkers prep to get in the zone they need to, but Teddy going in and looking for that sneaky blossom. Where he's going to end up. They are in the room right now with the Sig shield up. Arisa's shield just got burned really quickly though. The immortality field has been used, and the Reaper gets frozen in the middle of his ult, but does end up getting the 3k. This is going to be a successful push for the dog walkers if they're able to finish this up and get the Sig down. That was a great Reaper play by Teddy. He was able to use his ult while they were just outside of the Sigma's of the Baptiste immortality field, and able to make it happen here. There might be some defiance on the side of the cat herders though. They're not going to let this point get captured without a fight. But Quantization is getting caught out by Manamine, pushed into a corner, and does get taken out. JCM does use that trance in counter to the enemy. Does take out Pit Pat. This is going to be a total team kill on the side of the dog walkers, able to capture that point.
An excellent use of ults there too to guarantee the point there for the dog walkers, and hopefully they keep this push going because the dog walkers have a decent ult advantage over coming over the the dog walkers. There's a 4 ultimates coming up.
The window does get popped for Mr. Crit to be able to get a kill onto that Mei. Fimi Jargo going down. A big halt goes on the side of the dog walkers, but it's not going to be enough. Manamine trying to hide in the corner. He's got that Discord on him, but it won't be enough to hide because you can't run from that Baptiste kill going in for a hard and deep. The lamp gets popped on the side of the cat herders just to make sure that they're able to clean this up without any casualties. Now they're able to go in and make an aggressive push onto the dog walkers without having to worry about any team members needing to catch up behind.
My ultimate is ready.
With this upcoming fight, it's good to know that they currently have 3 ults on the side of the cat herders, so the dog...
Dragon gets thrown out from Mr. Crit. Is it going to get anyone? No, the lamp is used just in time, but now there is no lamp. The Transcendence gets used on the side of the cat herders to be able to counter that Sigma ult. Manamine does take down the lamp, and there's a huge amount of frozen targets. Both tanks frozen, and Yaxim is able to clean it up thanks to the Mei freeze. Teddy does get the kill on the Mr. Crit, though. Teddy dueling in the back line. That Mei is dueling, but she does have block to help save her. Teddy is going to try to escape, but to no avail. He gets frozen immediately. With Edicts and Born to do stuff frozen as well, but Mei goes down, not able to clean up the kills, with the dog walkers getting the kills they need to survive that Mei Blizzard. JCM pulling in big on these Zenyatta plays.
But they might be able to get one more stall in here and potentially save the cart, because currently the cat herders have a number advantage here.
Oh yeah, there is a lamp thrown on the side of the cat herders in a really great spot once again. It does end up getting finished though. JCM pops the trance, not specifically countering any ults, but Dolphin's frozen in the back, doesn't get the kill. No one gets the kill on the side of the dog walkers though. Manamine fighting in that corner does take out the lamp, but JCM and Edicts go down as well on the side of the dog walkers. Mana is super low. Lamp's the only thing keeping him alive. Teddy better save that ult for the next team fight if there's going to be one though. I don't think he'll have time for it. He pops the ult, gets a 2k. That is amazing. There we go. Teddy cleaning up with 3 kills here, carrying this point to victory. I stand corrected. Teddy used that ult at the perfect time. I didn't realize it. 18 seconds left. I thought it was only a minute and 18. Things just move so fast here. I can't help it.
Yeah, it's a very quick fight every time they go into a combat, and so although sometimes they do manage to stall out, in the end, we see that they're doing a good job on attack for both teams. It seems we have Manamine subbing out for the Ronaldo just because of an emergency, apparently. So we're going to need a pause here as we get things sorted.
Yeah. I think we should be fine. I know what's happening. We are going to get a sub in. It looks like Ronaldo is coming in on the side of the dog walkers. And there is the pause. We're just pausing to get the person in here from the side of the dog walkers to fill that role.
Well, as we wait for this swap in, what do you think you want to see for this upcoming push? Because we definitely will get a very either steamroll push or a struggle struggle in an attempt to push the cart for the dog walkers, because at this point they have 1 minute left on the clock to get it as far as they can, while the cat herders have a 3-minute 20-second advantage on time.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a tough ask on the side of the dog walkers to make this happen, but we're going to see how this works. We have the first push going out. We see a pharmacy with Fimi Jargo and him on the side of the dog walkers trying to make some headway here with a new hero composition we haven't seen before. Getting some good damage on the quantization. Quantization going really, really low, but able to get healed back up. Dolphin going low as well. They are seriously targeting the tanks here. Pharmacy trying to put in the work. No major kills yet, though. Point is being pushed by both the tanks. See Ronaldo staying in on that Baptiste roll, making sure that payload gets pushed. They have been stalled to the corner. Sig shield is up. Rock trying to break that shield on the other side, but it's not going to happen. There goes Sig shield does go down. Teddy is dueling with the Mei on top. That's not going to work out for you, though. Quantization gets a kill credit, but JCM is able to get the res off. Teddy is back up on that Hanzo. Pharmacy still going in. They're trying to get cover underneath that overhang, but that Pharmacy barrage, that's not going to let it happen. Edicts and Fimi Jargo get the kills with Born to Do Stuff cleaning up on that Sigma as well. That Mei is stalling the point as hard as she can, but it's not going to work. They might be able to cap second point here if they can go quickly, but that's stalling the H2O. That's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah, it looks like they have a good chance of getting this first point if they're careful, but the cat herders are coming in with a strong, fully numbered push to try to prevent that.
There comes the dragon from Mr. Crit, trying to get a desperate kill here, but the lamp does come out, able to save them. Born to Do Stuff, trying to hot play that corner, play it really, really well, but he does get frozen by the Mail. Blizzard targeting C. Ronaldo in the back line. He does go down very quickly. This is possibly going to be the end of the Dog Walkers push just before first point. Born to Do Stuff getting heavily targeted by every single teammate. He does already use his gold, and Teddy goes down on the soldier. Farah cleaning up as much as she can, but there's only so much you can do when you can't touch the point. That's going to be it for the Dog Walkers, just shy of the first point.
Well, it looks like we'll see how well the cat herders can go up against the dog walkers' defense. They have a nice advantage push-wise and time-wise, so we're gonna have to see how the dog walkers can keep their foothold against the cat herders.
Yeah, Pit Pat having some big energy going into this one, trying to make sure that they cap this point as soon as they can with a 3-minute and 20-second time bank. We're gonna see what compositions they're rolling now. It looks like H2O is playing the Zenyatta still with Yaxim on the Baptiste. His Baptiste play has been really, really impressive so far. Quantization staying on that Orisa with Dolphin on the Sigma. Pit Pat is on the Mei, that troublesome Mei that has caused major issues on the side of the Dog Walkers with Mr. Crit yet to pick, but I'm confident he will play a strong character like a Hanzo or maybe a McCree or something like that. Whereas on the side of the Dog Walkers, we're going to see a Bastion defense. We're seeing a Pharmacy with Orisa Sig, Bastion, and Baptiste. Very, very classic desperation hold combo. We're going to see if it works out. Teddy's aim has been really, really impressive. I'm not worried about his aim. I'm worried about if he goes down, if this is really going to be a successful defense. Right away, burning into the shields, burns down the 6 shields as much as he can. Really, really trying to focus fire on the shields while Farah lays in to the cat herders. C. Ronaldo does get the pick onto that McCree that I called earlier, but we see the swap to the Hanzo now because of that Bastion pick. There is a double pull down where both tanks get pulled down, leaving the Bastion defenseless. He is getting shot after shot in, or they're getting shot after shot in on the Bastion, but not enough to take him down. Teddy does get the Mei and the Baptiste down. Or Fimi Jargo gets the Baptiste down, excuse me. They're making this a successful hold with presence on the point, not letting it keep getting pushed. Quantization being stalled underneath them, not able to do anything for his team as he's just dueling with that Orisa. The Pharmacy trying to lay into them now with Pit Pat, or rather just Farah. It's not a Pharmacy, it's just Farah going against a Pharmacy. This isn't going to look well for the cat herders here.
With a strong fire play and a lot of just generally good bunker here, we're seeing a really strong ult economy on the side of the dog walkers, so the cat walkers need to watch out for that because currently they're only close to 2 ultimates while you're coming up with almost full team ults on
Orisa drops
dog
down
walkers.
with Discord on her, but is not cleaned up. Bastion goes full tank mode, trying to clean it up with Fimi Jargo getting the kill with the barrage. Teddy gets a kill on the Dolphin as well as the ammo field. Farah's trying to lay into him. Not enough to take out the Bastion though. H2O is able to take out Edicts on the Sigma. But there is a window set up for Bastion now, even though he does have the Discord orb on him. He's gonna try to shoot through it, take them down before they take him down. They're caught at this corner with H2O caught out on the right from Teddy. Teddy is really popping off on this Bastion here. Really makes it easy when your team is kind of enabling you with these great shields and this massive presence from the Pharah from Fimi Jargo and JCM's Mercy to complement. They're trying hard to hold at this corner here, but it's not going to really be enough at this point. Bastion set up, ready to go. They're going to be able to counter this from either direction that they come in from. There's a dragon coming out on the side of the cat herders directly into the team, but the ammo field is used just in time, doesn't get any kills. Teddy is able to counter, gets a kill into H2O, his position just out of line there. A bongo is placed down from the Orisa. But there's lots of cleanup going on the side of the cat herders. They keep pushing this point. The problem with Bastion is that when you set up, you can't really set up on top of the point, so you have to have a point presence or else things like this are going to happen. There's going to be team members on the point able to push it. With 2.26 meters left, are they going to cap this point? It's just Sigma on the point right now. He's not going to be able to cap it. He's got to get out.
I think that Res really saved them there because once that Bastion came back up, the entire team had to change all their focus back to the Bastion, which bought some time and space for the rest of the team to do some work.
Yeah, there is 12 seconds left in this fight. There is a desperation attempt to reach the point by H2O as Zenyatta. No one's noticed him yet, though. He does trance onto the point. He does make it and does put it into overtime. Gives the team enough time to get in there. There is a Sigil landing on the field, but he does get taken out before it can actually go into effect. That Pharah barrage at the top from Pitpat does take out a couple, but not enough to win the point, as you have to have a point presence in order to win. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was looking at the wrong Pharah. Dogwalkers does hold them off and ends up winning the map. I'm so sorry, guys.
To be fair, that a Pharah ult on the side of cat herders also gave them a bit of a lack of point presence. It got them a pick, but unfortunately it was too far from the point, like Pharah players tend to know the feeling of.
Yeah. Scuff casting, first time. Sorry about that. Dogwalkers does walk away with the impressive victory there. I'm going to have to jump for some personal things going on, but Elegant Excalibur, if you want to bring anyone in for a post-match interview, I think that would be really appreciated.
Sure thing. I think we should let the teams decide who they want to bring in.
Yes, I will leave that to you to get organized and sort out, but thank you guys so much for having me. My name is Speak to Ryan. You can catch my team Happy Squids in the upcoming Minors season playoffs. We look forward to seeing you guys in the chat, and we'll talk soon.
Welcome back. We are going to be interviewing Edix. I'm coming in for Speak to Ryan because he had to run off to a scrim. I'm Rainbow. I was the one hosting this scuffed lobby.
And
Um,
I'm still your color caster, Elegant Excalibur. We've brought in Edix for an interview from Dog Walkers.
so, Edix, you guys dominated, right?
Absolutely. 100% of the time.
What led to that pure domination in your eyes?
Just an absolutely like jacked up on roids tank line. There's no other words. Nobody could compete with us. Man, I mean, just with like the energy. It's got like the main tank energy. He's just going in, charging in the back line. Who cares? Like you can't compete with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, from what I'm aware, specific to Manameme, that is the Gerblins energy.
I don't know about this.
But so yeah, so were there any like particular moments that you want to talk about, just highlights from the match?
I would like to shout out me being an idiot and playing Sigma and Goats. I would like to formally apologize, kind of. Like, I'm going to give a half apology on that one. My team was telling me that I couldn't eat the grav, and I ate the grav, so I was like, you know what? This is a win in my books. And shout out to the other team for running double shield on Rialto. That was also fun. We were just trying to play dive. But there were a few really clutch fights on Rialto in particular, especially like the last one.
Yeah, and you guys had to do a switch out in the middle of the game.
Yeah, so we had to swap out Manameme for Ronaldo, and then we're like, you know what? We're playing like Bastion, and then like Farah Hanzo on attack.
But yeah, so a slightly more complex question for you. We played a lot of different game modes. You guys dominated on all of them.
Yep.
Was there like a particular like difference between them? Because you guys did well. So is it just like in general you have pure raw power over the other team?
I mean, I'm not sure if the teams were like absolutely balanced, but I mean, it kind of takes a lot of willpower for me to win on DPS like I did on Mr. Heroes on the first map. Like I was on DPS the entire map. So, I don't know. It felt fun, felt like we were playing well. We were enjoying ourselves, and I hope the other team enjoyed themselves even though it was a 4-0.
Yeah, I mean it is definitely still some really good plays from cat herders. So you know, you guys just came out with the 4-0 there. Elegant, do you have any questions for Mr. Edix here?
Do you have any favorite moments or highlights from the matches from either side that you enjoyed?
I personally enjoyed. Actually, once we got off like Monkey Ball on Rialto and started actually playing, it was kind of fun. Even though it's like the old recycled meta, it was enjoyable to like see everyone actually trying and playing their full potential. I really enjoyed the last part of Rialto. I thought we were done, and I just used Flux, and something happened. So that was a lot of fun. Also, playing Goats. I haven't done that in forever, and that was a treat. And I tried Sigma and Goats, and I'm sure everyone hates me now. So it's
To
fine.
be fair, you made my prediction come true, so thank you for that.
Wait, what was the prediction?
That we'd get Sigma play over Diva play.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
There's a
This is
question
tragic.
coming from Silent Marine here. Which like kind of meta in the various game modes was your favorite?
Oh my gosh. Mr. Heroes meta is always hilarious because you have no idea. But I'm going to have to say the no limits because we were thinking like, oh, we're just going to run like 2 Sigmas, 3 Baps, and a Lucia, and we're unstoppable. And then you just see like 5 Roadhogs just like roll up to the choke, and you're like, that's a lot of Roadhogs. especially when like Grasp doesn't stop hook anymore. So like, what do I do?
Yeah, still pulled that out though. You guys also ran from what I hear, a very classic composition, or one of the teams did. No, yeah, it's the other team, I think. Never mind.
Classic comp? On which one?
On No Limits on Volskaya. It was the other team though.
They were running
I
5
remember.
hogs and a Lucio.
No, it was on the defense.
Oh, it was. Oh no, it was. No, they were running 2 Reeses, 3 Baps, in a Bastion.
Yeah. I don't know,
When
but
double
so-
shield comes back for a
Disgusting.
vengeance.
Yeah, like that. 1 Orisa is enough, but two Orisas with 2 pole abilities and the Bastion and like 3 immortality fields, like no. But we stuck on 2 ball, 2 far, and 2 mercy.
Yeah, that was some excellent Pharmacy play there on the side of dog walkers.
We're like, hey, let's just save all our ult, go for it.
Yeah, that's really what saves that point there for you guys, getting into there and using the far ult. Totally won the match.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so thank you for kind of coming and talking to us and playing in the coach's game. Yeah, so it's pretty much all the questions here. Yeah, so we next up we're gonna be doing Majors All Stars, which is going to be over on Penguinator's channel. Link is in the Discord in various places. Yeah, so make sure to switch over to that at 9 Eastern. But yeah, and
Hey,
thank
I'm
you for
coaching
coming
that.
and watching that. Yes, Edix is a coach.
And I'll
Which
be
team are
there
you coaching?
casting alongside Miss.
Edix, which team do you coach for Majors?
Chadlets.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it was my name idea. You're welcome to everyone.
But yeah, so I think that's going to wrap it up over here. Thank you guys for watching.